Greetings from Snake Mountain Boat Works on Tuesday, October 5, 2021. Just in the shop is one of two 1948 Seamaids we will be doing major work on this winter. This is an 18-foot Seamaid that we will be doing a complete waterline up, preservation of. We will strip everything to bare wood and deal with some discolored wood at seams. Her other hatch cover is on its way here. She has a West System bottom that is in really excellent shape. And as you can see, her interior and her bilge are all but perfect. We will not be touching that dash panel. We will be removing the steering wheel. We've learned the hard way that if you turn these boats upside down without removing the steering wheel and particularly the steering box, the box tends to leak, and it then will leak old oil, grease, God knows whatever, on the underside of the foredeck. She is powered by a gray marine Phantom 6 127 flathead twin carbs. Her owner has graciously removed the interior, all the hardware, so that we can focus on the hull. These Seamaids are just exquisite, exquisite boats. And to have two here at once is a first for Snake Mountain Boat Works. So we will lift her up, put her on dollies. We will mask off the entire cockpit with 10 mil plastic so that it stays pristine and clean during our preservation process. We will tape her off and mask her heavily at the waterline so that none of our bleach, stripper, or anything else finds its way into the bottom, which is really in excellent shape. So we will be probably keeping you a bit dizzy since we have two Seamaids, but this is the one that we are working on slowly from the waterline up. That's our introduction to this 1948 18-foot Century Seamaid runabout. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boat Works. Welcome to Songbird, 1948 18-foot Century Seamaid that really is an original boat. Her bottom has suffered years of grease and oil infiltration. A number of you have written me asking, can't we just use some roll-off, ROLL-OFF degreaser, and clean that surface so that it will take paint? The answer is no. It will not take paint. In fact, the bottom on this boat is very typical of Century's biggest liability. They leak. They have a single layer of plank on batten bottoms. This bottom has really lived its full life. We'll be doing a complete preservation of this bottom from keel to the decks, top sides, and everything. You see here that the seam striping is kind of a yucky auburn yellow. Please, 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 if you put more varnish on after you've filled the seams, which is absolutely fine, switch to a crystal clear varnish. If you continue to use an amber varnish, you get this yellow-brown, yucky hue looking at you all of the time. So she needs to be stripped. We will be masking off her cockpit. We'll be lifting the Hydem away, of course, removing all the hardware. We'll leave the dashboard because it's really in excellent shape. And we will be removing the steering wheel and steering box because, as I said in the other Seamaid video I shot today, if you leave the steering box in and turn the boat upside down, the steering box tends to leak all over the underside of the foredeck. It can find its way once the foredeck is stripped. Of course, all those seams are open and the oil can find its way onto the pretty part of the foredeck. So we will keep you up to date as we move forward on these two beautiful 1948 18-foot Century Seamaids. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boat Works.